In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Me. That no good tall son of a bitch me. You first night giving free kicks away. You did nothing. You're pathetic. I'm so over this shit already. I can't believe it. First night, you what a it. You're hopeless. You big tall lanky give away free kicks. I can't believe you me. 18 points. 18 points. Stick your 18 points.
Hey, relax, guy. Trust me.
Start the clock.
Good afternoon. At the tone, time will be
Real time.
Welcome back to another episode of Supercoach Road to 50k. I needed to get that rant over and done with on Friday night. I was ropeable with that Balta performance of 18 points, but the team was able to rebound and put up a semi-respectable score of 2,043. Not the best, not the worst, just a bit below par probably. But I think we got a lot more right than we got wrong going forward, especially with all the right rookies in our team, and I think our setup's pretty good. I'm just let down by a couple of players, really. It was really Balta 18 on field, and Oliver pulled a 70, which isn't ideal for one of your primos when you're paying that much. So with that said, let's just take a quick look at the team. It's Lloyd, looking like an inspired pig. Looks like the same guy from last year. Just a total pig, and Champion Data love him. 131. I think you really have to have an anchor in your defense. So it's Lloyd, Laird, and Lockie Whitfield look to be, and Sicily. Sicily really surprised too. Should be the anchors, I think, of your defense. You need at least one of them. So Lloyd there proved to be the best at 131. Zach Williams played a pretty ordinary game, 82, and copped a knock at the end of it too, which is a bit scary, but hopefully he's alright. He wasn't listed in the injury reports. Brody Smith was fine at 81, not worried at all. The defensive rookies. Duzma 67, Clark 69, and Scrimshaw 56. Not the best, not setting the world on fire there, but they'll all go up in price slowly, which is fine. Nick Newman from Colton really stamped himself as a potential target. 130. I just want to see him play this week and sort of see him back it up. Maybe him and Simpson will sort of rotate high scores between each other. Sharing that sort of similar role in defense. But yeah, at his price, he's definitely one to watch. And as I said, Sicily was a surprise. Played as a swingman in the JTL, but was just played his normal role of last year, which is a good scoring role. So yeah, Hoare and McKay, yeah, once again scored slightly less than the starters in the field. Not setting the world on fire, but they will both earn cash and should have good job security. The midfield, McRae, 132, great. Cripps, 126, great. Oliver, the big letdown of 71. I think you can just throw that game away. Melbourne were terrible that game, and none of them really scored well. Martin, 109, he was lucky to get that. I didn't like the way he played, to be honest. It was the Dusty of last year, someone that didn't tackle, looking for cheapies. Watching this week against Collingwood, he's on notice. Brayshaw, as I said, you can throw all those Melbourne players out. They're not going to play like that again this year. He'll be fine. Brad Crouch, 91, that's fine for his price point. Anywhere between the 91 to 100 is respectable. Lieber, 75, unlucky. Should have scored between 85 and 90. He just got ripped off by Champion Data. Welsh got heaps of it, gave heaps of it away. I seen that in the JTL, and there was a lot more pressure in the real stuff, but he's going to be fine. He finds a lot of it, and when you do that, you're going to score points, so no problem there. A lot of high scoring on the bench. Constable, 85. Scott 103, Atkins 57. Kind of makes me question my setup where I've gone 3-3 and playing one rookie. Maybe I've made a mistake there. Maybe I should be starting 2 midfield rookies. Something we'll look into after this week. Goldstein was great. Oh, great, it's not the word. He was fine with 102. He was like on 40, close to 50 a quarter time, and then scored 50 for 3 quarters. So I guess that's not that great, but it was better than those other primos in Grundy and Gorn. I think I'm right about Grundy as far as his output is going to come down. I think a lot of the ruckmen are, for the simple fact that there's a lot less contests, maybe 20% less royal contests. So that's a lot less points to go around for him. Also, if I can backtrack to defense, I think we've got a bit right there. I think more, he's not going to average over 70 points. He'll average between that 60 to 70. So I'm happy that people are paying $250 for him. He's not going to earn that much cash, and he's not going to score that much more than a rookie would. And also Collins, who I said no to, 188, expensive rookie, scored 21 points. A lot of people had him on field, which is good because we had Balta on field, and that sort of let us catch up to a lot of people. Back into the mids again, into the rucks. So, Gorn, yeah, as I said, Melbourne just had a bad game. They really got into him. Just throw it out the window. They'll be fine going forward. The forwards, Dangerfield, Heaney, most people have them. They'll both be fine, even though they didn't score big. Walters, great, 109. I'm still concerned his time in the forward line. He spent most of the game in the forward line. And they're not going to route teams like that every week. So, slightly concerning. Hopefully he gets a bit more midfield time, but the 109's a great start for him. Drew, fantastic. Turned up in his first game. Wasn't expecting it. I expected him to do well, but 103 is great. Centerfield played well, 69, no problem. He's going to be fine going forward. Obviously, Balta, he started so well. 25 points halfway through the first quarter and finished on 18. It'll be interesting with Rance going down. His job security probably got better, and he's probably going to have a complete role change down back. Won't be starting him this week. We'll be putting Parker in there against Essendon. Parker really surprised a lot of people. Had a great game, 87 points. So he'll come in for Balta. And Petrarca 44. So, not the best, not the worst week. I think we've got the right rookies in the team, which is great. So we're not going to have to burn trades there. As far as players that we're targeting, Dom Shee, definitely. I had knocks on him at the start of the season as far as his ability to back it up. I mean, he doesn't have the runs on the board in previous seasons, his highest average being under 80. So I wanted to see him play, and he surprised the hell out of me. His JTL form was great. He backed it up this week. I'm seriously considering just going Oliver to him and banking that, 220k, which is going to come in handy. I think if they can have a similar output, take the 220k, and we can always get Oliver back in at a later stage once he drops in price, if we want to go that route. That free money is going to really help us, especially early on, sort of upgrading our next forward or defender. We missed Fife. We had him in our team for most of the lineup, but when we had to sort of make adjustments for Cruiser being out, he had to go because we just didn't have the capital to pay for him anymore. 150. I think he's got a Gold Coast this week. If you've got him, captain him, he should be good for another big score. So thanks for watching. I hope your team did well, and we'll see you maybe later in the week. Like, subscribe, help support the channel, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.